In June of 2011, the Indians were looking to improve on one of their weaknesses in the 2000s, the Major League Baseball draft. But you could tell back in 2011 that Brad Grant thought he had stolen a great player at number 8 with Francisco Lindor.
Exciting, athletic shortstop, true stay at short, switch hitter with offense too. So we've got a switch hitter with Gold Glove potential, defense at shortstop.
You see him as a shortstop?
We definitely see him at the shortstop. That's the part that's most intriguing about Francisco. He has the ability to stay at short. He plays shortstop with easiness, with great instincts, with easy hands. No doubt seeing him staying at shortstop.
His senior year in high school, Lindor batted .528, 6 homers, 13 runs batted in, 20 stolen bases, and 31 runs scored. It was a tough decision between going to play at Florida State then versus going to play in the minors at age 18. But even at that age, you could tell Lindor was wise beyond his years.
It was tough, but he came down with my family and also God. God has a plan for me. He knows what he wants in my life. So, right now I made the right decision. My family also.
He spent his whole minor league career with a target on his back as the number 1 prospect in the Indians farm system. But he handled the pressure well at Lake County back in 2012.
Same pressure anyone that got drafted in the 50th round. I'm playing the same game everybody is. I got to prove the organization, prove the people that I can play, and I deserve to be here.
As Lindor continued to move his way up the system, he continued to impress. And while he was getting closer and closer to his goal of making the big leagues, Francisco Lindor never shortchanged his effort and continued to get better in the minors.
I can improve my game every single day because I want to make sure that once I do get called up, hopefully when it does happen, God willing, I'm ready to perform every single day, to go out there and help the Indians win, because that's ultimately what we all want, win. We all want to win.
Coming into this spring, while Lindor was in the competition for a spot, he knew it was an uphill battle to get there. But he allowed himself to dream a little bit, knowing that a big league debut was likely coming in 2015.
I've been thinking about that moment since I was a little kid, That's one of the dreams every player has, but I can't focus on that right now. I'm focusing on trying to get better.
And the last step, the call-up, with a great story on how he was called up.
I was in the locker room because we just came from a rain delay, and I saw a text from Francona, and that's when I was like, wait, what? And because I didn't know, Trimmy didn't tell me, and I saw a text, went outside, kind of looking for my family. Trimmy was in dugout. He looked at me, he's like, why are you smiling? And he's like, since then, he kind of knew I knew. So he just tried to play it off, and then he's like, don't you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, how do you find out? I told him how, and it's blessed, happy, super excited. I'm honored to wear the Cleveland uniform.
From number 1 draft pick to big league debut, we've seen Francisco Lindor grow up through the Indians farm system. And now we'll see if all the hard work in the minors can help him take his number 1 prospect status and turn that into a star at the major league level.